thing, so it's got layers like an onion.
What about a parfait?
If you saute those layers, it's amazing.
If you please don't, not me. I don't want to be burned.
No, I would not saute you with the layers. The metaphor, I would saute.
It'll just enhance and sweeten it.
Are you gonna burn me? You're gonna roast me?
Without the burning part.
Just a light sizzle.
Yeah.
And we are live.
Are we? Refresh.
Twitch says so. And
me and Ruby are both like,
alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're live on my channel.
Still not live on my tablet.
There it goes.
Oh, look how cute. Oh my gosh, my Twitch is freaking out. It's twitching.
Twitch.
There's just something going on with Twitch. Weird. So what? Sorry.
So it's so weird. Do you know when you host things, like your chat doesn't go to their chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to
hit the button. There should be a button on the top that says join chat or whatnot.
Yeah, it says join, I click it, and it sucks them out. Yeah, because, I guess you can't make people come over. Like raid, when you raid somebody. That's why I prefer to host, because it seems quicker. It gives people less of a time. Like, because raids, it gives you the option just to leave raid or whatever. So, I don't know. It's the same thing too, by the way, /raid/host.
Mm-hmm.
See, my Twitch just will not.
What the? Why is this happening?
There.
Is this really happening?
What broke?
Oh, whoa.
Nothing, I hope.
Whoa.
What is this?
Did something happen?
It looks good on my... Oh, you're moving my head around.
That was like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, okay, that's
We're good
the
now.
delay on my stream.
I think we're on like the same delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 20-second delay. So.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Does Mixer have a delay? I feel like it does.
I think pretty sure it does.
Does it?
Depends on
What chat do you watch? Just like Pixels? I mean, what videos should I watch? I feel like it's hard to watch.
I do the Pixels After Dark, and then I just watch the chat.
I just stare at Joe's beard.
That's
centers me.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I watched the Discord, so it doesn't look like I'm looking super up or super down. I try to keep it on the main screen too, close to the camera. There.
Let's see if this. Oof.
Let's chat. Hello, chat. Welcome.
My keyboard's not working. I'm going to restart my tablet real quick.
Uh-oh.
No, slide, power off.
All right, just for like a brief rundown, has anybody got any questions on the show notes?
Can we call them shotes?
If you want.
The shotes.
If you want to, bud, I'm down with that. We'll probably go into like at the beginning. We'll talk to both you guys about the booth and everything that was involved with it and everything. The prep work, what you guys will have, all that. Any sort of little funny ditties, because I know Cob's full of them.
I'm pretty simple this year.
You're lying.
More art, less ditty. Ditties.
Right, until you get there. And then it's just gone.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And then we'll probably jump into because we asked a lot of these questions to Cobb already with his art and everything. So we'll probably go into give you a little some of the spotlight and hear about your techniques and everything for your traditional art. I mean, I know Tyler and Ruby were like, I gotta ask about all. I'm gonna save that for them guys to ask because they're pumped about it.
Okay.
And then we'll do a 30-second challenge.
Okay.
Do you know about the 30-second challenge? By any chance?
Yeah. I read over the notes that you sent me.
Okay.
Today.
Cool. Very cool. Awesome. Well.
Amazing. Even.
Just checking real quick, and I should probably kill this. What?
Oh, Tyler, that's funny.
It's like we're gonna
love
cut
that.
that out real quick.
It's just funny. And
What'd I miss? Oh, I'm not in that right now.
get in there, or be square. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go. If you guys don't mind, we'll jump right into it. It'll be real fun.
Let's do it.
All right.
Pull up those big boy pants.
I'm wearing shorts right now.
Oh wait, I'm also going to open. I'm gonna open it in my phone so that I can. I'm gonna do what Ruby's doing because she's got the right idea.
She's pretty slick.
Well, that, and I use my tablet's keyboard, which is completely silent compared to my very loud mechanical one.
There we go.
It's like super hot in my office right now, so
Oh no.
if I look like I'm gonna boil and I turn my camera off, it's because I'm like huddled in front of the little fan for a minute just so I can cool off.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. You're fine. Oh, all right. I see that. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, so we don't have to go into. We'll probably just clap, just real quick. We'll do a 3, 2, 1 clap just for a marker, so I can know where we start and everything. So it would be easier for editing, and then we'll just dive right into it.
Okay.
Look at you, just.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna golf clap.
Get the hammies. Get the hammies.
I'm gonna be offbeat.
You know, Joe always has the best ambiance. Like he's just by the glow of the monitor. He's
Yeah. I
just
got my
feels
salt
so
lamp.
warm and cozy. Over at his place right now.
Well, I tell you right now, if I turn the big light on, you would see how like red my face is right now. Like I just walked out of a
Okay,
bar at 3 in the
okay.
morning.
Understood.
It's pretty warm in here, so the
Go
ambiance.
Got it.
I gotcha.
Actually, right behind me, I got your piece from last year's Guardian Con.
Look at you, stud muffin.
R.I.P.
And then I got like a dozen more pieces all over. I'm surrounded by you, Cobb.
I'm telling you, you need to call
it's
Jason
because
out
I
on
love
the,
to give you
the art
hugs.
collection.
Yeah.
Hugs for everybody.
Do it. Slap him with a glove.
Oh, dude.
Be like, I challenge you.
I am thinking about it because I'm looking around and I like I told you, I still have stuff in tubes and portfolios and envelopes and all over the place that still have not made it onto a wall or into a frame. I got this one finally framed, this one lithograph signed by Roderick.
Nice.
I mailed it. I sent it out to Roderick. He signed it for me because he made the Warlock mark on it. But the frame doesn't fit it right, so I got to go get the right size frame. But
yeah, I'm gonna get him to sign some stuff with this team once I do a Fallen piece similar to my Hive.
Yeah.
yeah, he did this one. I sent this out to him. He had the character and the combatant team sign it with him.
Yeah, I love that.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude, I love it. Love Roderick. He's such a good dude.
His model reference of the Fallen without any armor on is like my favorite
it's-
thing to check out.
Right? All
That
right,
was precious.
Good times.
precious.
Especially.
All right,
Oh.
we'll get this show going. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna do just a quick clap, real quick, and then it'll be my marker, and then we'll just dive right into you guys.
Cool.
Whoa.
Mhm.
We just met.
We bought you dinner the first time.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
did. Okay, dive right in.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, clap. Perfect. Perfect. We're all in
Nailed it.
That
sync.
always sounds like.
So go off of the last clap, I'm assuming.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. We must have done close to like 50, 60 things, like recording with claps and everything. And I think maybe one time we all were in sync and just hit it at the same time. And it was like, did everybody clap? Did we all get that? We got it.
What if you
mean-
clap
Never
out
got-
every count? Like
A beautiful
3,
thing.
2, 1, like so everyone gets in sync or something, or is it impossible? Like with the delay, where everybody get exactly? I don't know.
I think it would all
Luck?
depend. Well, if you're trying to sync it in with chat, that might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
But
Aww, little rainbow wings. Sorry,
what's what?
rainbow wings in chat. Sorry.
Oh yeah, those are awesome. I keep looking at it.
Just toad's
How
stored.
cute.
It really is. So beautiful.
It's so cool. Awesome. All right, I'm staring at something shiny. So distracting, Cob.
Shiny.
So shiny.
Sorry.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in with us and hanging out with us for Pixels After Dark, episode 9. We have a special episode tonight. We have not just one person, we have 2 amazing artists on with us tonight. Returning for his second time, Kob0neArt. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, dude. Thanks for coming on. And then we have the one and only Little Light. What is going on? Nominate, right? Nominate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wanted to get it right. I have it actually written down, like, so I can say it right. I don't need to embarrass myself in front of
Put the
many
little
people.
squiggly over the N. I'm just kidding.
That was just
I thought it was
confused
over
me.
an E. It was over the E.
Is it over the E? Damn it.
I got it broken up like you see in like a dictionary. You know, it's
Like phonetically, is that what it's called?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is. I'm not good at
That
English.
sounds accurate.
All right, we're already off the rails. No. No, but thank you guys so much, guys and gals, for coming on with us and hanging out with us tonight. It's so cool to have you guys on together, you know, with us tonight. Now we're just gonna dive right into it, and we have a couple questions for both you, quick to kind of dive into. Both of you are hosting a booth together at Guardian Con this year, right?
Well, not together,
Not together, yeah.
but we each will have a booth at Garden Con. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you neighbors? Do you know yet?
I hope.
Yeah, hopefully, but I don't know. Evidently, that's a hard thing
Oh.
to do logistically, like put something next to another person. So
Well, awesome. So yeah, if you don't mind, we'll ask a couple questions for both you guys about everything that has gone into the prep work and everything that you guys are gonna have. I keep saying guys, I'm sorry, but guys and gals
do
will
the
have
same
at your
thing.
booths. Do you? I'm just
I'm a
gonna say.
guy.
I'm just gonna say
Tell my
dudes.
chat, I'm like, females. I still say guys. I mean, even look in the chat. I said, hey guys, like earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular guy, okay?
All right.
Yeah, Joe.
She's so cool. She already gave me a pass. That's awesome.
Cool, for sure.
But diving right into it, you both are hosting booths at Guardian Con down in Florida this year. And this is the 4th Guardian Con, right?
Third.
It was Destiny Con, Guardian Con, and then this one, right?
D2 premiere is kind of like the moon floating over here. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Oh,
doing
I
some
see what
stuff,
you did.
doing a
Yeah.
thing,
It's
but
like the stepchild that no one wants to.
Yeah,
I get those
yeah.
confused when I think back to memories of hanging, like with people, after out, whatever. I get them confused all the time.
I really appreciate that visual reference you gave just now. Well, let's go with Little Light first. Tell us a little bit about all the, what prep work went into your booth this year.
Okay. So my Eris Morn painting, which is going to be like the star of the show this year, I painted that when I got back from Guardian Con last year because it's an oil painting and it takes about a year for it to dry.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, so any of the paintings that I'm bringing this year that you haven't been seeing me make recently, I painted when I got back last year. Yeah. um, and then just like prints and stuff, ordering all of that. I kind of have the same setup for every convention that I do. So I kind of keep everything in like one suitcase so that I always have it with me no matter what convention I do. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Now, how many conventions have you done?
Well, so this will be the third year that I do Guardian Con, but I also do a lot of local shows here because it's Las Vegas, so we have like a ton of Comic Cons come in, all of that stuff. I'm gonna start going out of town this year. I'm hoping to do some little gaming convention in California at the end of the year. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I'm hoping to do that. But it's small. But I'm hoping to start going out of town more and doing stuff like that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some original pieces at your booth this year and also prints available.
Yes, yes.
Those
So
Space Boys.
yeah, the Space Boys that I've been painting, I'm bringing 40 of those originals. Yeah, 40
Oh.
originals.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How do you even transport all of that?
I have like 3
Very
check-in
careful.
bags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really? So you're going to bring them down with you? Because I know I've heard some artists actually ship everything down to the venue ahead of time and then kind of like cross their fingers it's there when they walk in the door.
If they can't drive too.
It's kind of
Yeah.
the same, but you're like shipping with your stuff.
Right.
I definitely have like a horror story. Like the first year that I did Guardian Con, I had made a custom crate to hold my traveler painting. And TSA, when they were like checking my luggage, they opened it and then they closed it wrong and they broke the painting in half. So I
Oh,
just am
no.
like, I just make things small enough for me to put in my luggage so that I can just put like bubble wrap and saran wrap and like just like cushion it in there so that that doesn't happen again. And so I also don't trust the mail people, you know, like
Yeah. We've seen videos of them tossing.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
So-
unless it says it's some sort of health hazard, they'll still throw something that says fragile. Something like that.
Fragile.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's underhanded toss up to the porch or whatnot. You know,
Mhm.
you know, trying to hit that backboard to make it drop perfectly on the front mat. You know, there's a technique to throwing mail, especially fragile, because the weight shifts
Yeah.
inside. So
Yeah.
It's you know, and since it's canvas, it's flat, so they probably just throw it like a disc.
You always wanted to hit on the corner. The best impact, right on the corner.
Mhm.
Right on the
Yeah,
corner.
exactly.
Now, this is coming from a man that I think is speaking from experience here. No, okay, I'll let it down. No, awesome. So this is your third year doing Guardian Con.
Yes.
Wow. So, are you gonna have besides having original pieces and prints, are you gonna have like any exclusive pieces available at your booth that people will only just be able to get at Guardian Con?
So I mean, I don't want to like spill too much.
Okay, all right, save it as a surprise.
But a certain someone is going to be signing a certain someone, and I'm going to be raffling something
Very
and
cool.
donating something
Oh,
this year. So
I've got a hunch.
yeah.
That's so cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have so many more questions for you. But gotta hear Kob. Kob, you have done, I've been seeing prep work from you for a while now, and you are such a busy guy. Do you feel like taking the mic for a second and maybe sharing a little bit of the prep work that went into
Kind
the
of what
booth
I've
this year?
done to prepare. Well, first I bought a booth. That was the first thing.
Okay, wait. That's number one.
In
Okay.
third grade. No, sorry. Goonies. Yeah. So I started panicking probably about a month ago. Some people say started getting ready. I call it like really panicking, which made me want to start getting stuff. So yeah, I started with getting my prints in order. I went through a bunch of stuff. Last year I had maybe 10 different pen and ink styles, some originals. This year I'll have the same, but I've got tons of digital pieces I'm bringing now. So I got a lot of stuff printed, but after I placed that order, I felt like this weight off like my shoulders.
I bet.
And last year, most trade shows you get these like cards with your name like stuck on it, probably spelled wrong. So I flipped mine last year and just tagged it, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I saw your tag,"
Nice.
but it's not very professional. So this year, I got a banner to hang behind me, and I got this pop up thing that
I
has
saw that.
a bunch of stuff on it. So that's going to be pretty cool. My son, I'm bringing this year, Kob0neArt. He's coming to
Hey.
help me out at
So
the. I
cute.
say help out, but that's probably like run off and look for Fortnite somewhere. But we'll see. Um, so a lot of the same stuff from last year. I'm gonna probably have another raffle for a certain weapon. Um,
Ooh.
and me and the most amazing young Khan have collaborated on a piece, and we're gonna get a
What?
giant print done, framed, and that will be raffled and all go to St. Jude. So, and there's
That's
talks of getting smaller prints of it for each of us to sell, but we'll see. But yeah, it looks really, 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 really cool.
I got
So
fingers
whenever he's
crossed
ready
for
to
those
show it, I
prints.
can't wait to show it. Yeah. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah. That, I'm like hyped and I'm not even going now.
what?
Oh.
What?
It's
Better
because they
be.
moved it up this year.
Yeah,
I
don't
was
feel
set
bad,
to
bud.
go.
Kill your
Yeah.
And then
video
they
feed
moved it.
right now.
All right. I'm sorry.
Just
Okay,
kidding.
bye.
Just kidding. We still love you. We still love all the Guardians that can't make it. But
Well,
the
hopefully
ones
you
that
guys
do,
do
do
those
that's
smaller
amazing.
prints because I'd be all over that.
I'd be
Yeah.
broke. Talking about. I'd have to go to
You've got
everybody's
enough,
booth.
okay?
It's gonna be like
No, I don't.
incredible this year. Oh my goodness.
Well,
It's
you know,
Very
gotten
excited.
it's snowballed every year. Like the very first year, I say the first year of Guardian Con because the year before that was like in somebody's garage or something, like a cookout, and like all these people met or something.
oh yeah, it was
But
down in a
That's
bar.
awesome.
so myself and Nominee, along with Jake, Lays Summerstone, and Carrie and Hodge Tastic, there was only 4 or
Yeah.
5 of us. We were the
Mhm.
very first artists at Guardian Con ever.
Yeah.
So then
The
fast forward to
originals.
last year, the second year that we did, and that kind of grew to maybe like 4 times, like 20. There was like 20 artists, I think, last time.
I thought there was
Nice.
Well,
like there was 5 booths on art, 5 or 6,
maybe like
and then 5 or
10?
6.
into 12,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's still
But,
double, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this year it's gonna be like there's tons. So the variety and the talent is just gonna be incredible. I would
Mhm.
hate to be a Destiny like art collector or whatever, like walking
Don't
around there.
just-
You have to like I don't know. I'd have to take out a small loan probably if I knew.
They're like, "Do you take
I-
credit card, American Express?"
yeah.
Do you have the little swiper thing for your phone? You don't? It's okay.
Yes.
What do you got? Android
So-
or
so
ISO?
amazing,
I
though.
brought some with me. Here
Love
you
'em.
go.
Yes, anyone that's listening and going, and if you have a booth and you don't have Square, you better get it. Or
Mhm.
whatever the avenue for your swipies.
That's
And
a good.
definitely like bring like an iPad or a tablet or something because your phone will die immediately with like the swiping and the following and the
Hopefully they provide things again, the power strips.
Mhm.
That didn't come till like halfway in the first day, or Wi-Fi. They tried to charge it first. But yeah.
Did they finally give it to everybody?
Yeah, they
Mhm.
just came around and started handing out passwords and hooking up power blocks, and we were just like,
I think they might have
Yeah, like-
found out it was going to be too difficult to, regulate
It-
it in that way.
I got
at
an email.
last
It was
minute.
so ridiculous. It was like, oh, did you want what kind of grade internet did you want for your Wi-Fi? I'm like, I just want Wi-Fi.
Two,
I was
1G,
green.
2.
I, like,
What's the price?
Cancel that. I was gonna have a like Guardian Cam. Just turn a laptop around facing the crowd and just have it streaming on my channel. But
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
You know
so
what,
maybe
though?
this year the Wi-Fi is like off tops, and get everything hooked up.
It'd be sweet. I like that idea. I think it would be super cool if
Yeah, anyone
you
to
were one of
tune
the
in.
others. Put like a camera up in like a top corner spot, looking
Yeah, you
down.
could see like all of us. Yeah, yeah.
That'd be so fun, and we could have like a
The
little
one
like
that went
time
180,
lapse
like
or something.
rotated. Yeah, yeah.
Who's gonna be
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one to do the pick their nose on camera? The little the sneak pick walking through the crowd, just kind of, and they.
Looks like you're doing
Like,
cocaine.
look at Joe. Oh, Joe wiped it on his pants. Wait.
Yeah, or
wait,
the
he's
winning
shaking
wait.
my hand. He's shaking my hand. No.
It's on camera. No.
He's touching all my prints.
Yeah. I use lots of hand
Convention
sanitizer.
Yes.
Actually, that's a great point. What sort of tips
cool.
or suggestions would you give to people, maybe for their first time hosting a booth at a convention, that you've picked up from your experiences at booths? I know you guys listed a couple of them real quick. You know, bring a tablet, maybe a backup charger for your electronics if the power strip's not square, or an avenue for accepting.
Mm-hmm. You have clear signage, maybe, with prices and things like that. Go ahead.
Snacks. You need to bring those snacks.
Very important. Very
Because
important.
you have no time to eat. Like, you need to be like munching as you're going.
I'm totally
I didn't
guys
eat the
might
whole
get some
first
food.
day.
Ooh,
Literally almost died in the shuttle going back to the hotel. I was like all wobbly, like, I'm coming, Elizabeth, grabbing my. I took off my hat because I had my silly little man bun all wound up in my hat, and that was making me hot. So it was ridiculous. And then I realized, like, oh yeah, I didn't eat anything. I was trying to keep up with liquids, but I just never ate. So yes, eat. Make sure you keep up with that, because it's
If you
easy to just
guys-
talk nonstop for 10 hours or however long.
Because if you guys need a break or anything, let me know. I'll be walking around. If you need food, I'll get some for you. Just saying.
There's
Oh, yes.
That's really
Their
nice.
Rare Drop's really good with that. Like, they're good about walking around. You guys need waters, like, between the tables. Now, last year, this is how it was. I don't know about this year, but
Mm-hmm.
they were good on hydrating us. And my very good friend Farian, super super kind, amazing human. He was walking around, like, giving people food. He brought me like a
Aw.
burger and fries once, and I was just like. But
Yeah.
oftentimes, the only way you can eat that is if you tell someone literally, like, please, 1 second, and you take like a big bite or eat a burger, and you just sit. So, like, there's really no. So yeah, like Nominee said, snacks.
I definitely smuggled them in. Like, I had them in my bag with all
Movie
my
theater
art
status.
prints. Yeah. I had like 4 Red Bulls in there, and then like just a ton of chips. And like, that's all I ate all day.
That's dope.
I love it. I love it. I know PAX Convention's really on the ball with their enforcers, going around table to table. I worked the TakeThis.org booth out at PAX East this past April, and they were so great coming around and bringing water or snacks. They just carried around the enforcers working the diversity lounge where we had the booth set up. Were coming around, and they just had like hoodie pockets full of Nature Valley bars, and we're like, are you hungry? Did you eat anything today? Like, no, I'm fine. Did you eat? Take 2. Here, have a couple Nature. Do you want something to drink? You macaroni and cheese, anything you want. And they just went, and 5 minutes later come back with it. It was awesome.
If our tables are busy, I just thought of this. Maybe we need a food placeholder person, where a friend of ours just stands.
That's a great
like
idea.
in our, and when they get to our thing, it's like, go. You got 2 minutes.
Go.
Just stand here. You sit there and eat while they're like a blocker, kind of.
Or helping out with the booth, like,
when we start
go
to
ahead
get
and go ahead.
when we start to get the like look where we're about to pass out, they're like, it's my time to shine. Like,
Put me in, coach.
it's go time. Yes. Hit me in.
I just pictured a guy with a cape going like in front of people. The rest of the...
Are you done eating?
Oh.
Okay. He's good. No, that's a great idea, actually. I wonder if somebody would step up down at Guardian Con this year and kind of be like a, like a placeholder, or if somebody needs to eat, like that burger sat next to you, Cobb, for an hour, no doubt, getting cold and everything.
Dude, you remember that?
Have somebody just step up in the booth and man it for a second while you could eat
I
some
eventually
food.
did. I had to pee or something. I just grabbed it and scarfed like a cold.
Oh yeah, on the way.
Really good. All I could think about was almost dying the previous day, and I was like, "Do not let that happen." I was scared too because I woke up day 2 and literally, I had no voice. I couldn't talk like at all. I was like, "Oh great, I'm dead." But luckily, as I got up, had my coffee, by the time I got to the convention center, I was good. But man, you don't
What
realize
if you guys could
or I do.
I was just thinking because so many of you guys are in the DCA chat. I wonder if you guys could just like coordinate covering each other's booths for like a lunch break.
Yeah, that's not a
We
bad
probably
idea.
could, yeah.
But you just, I don't know, you just think about the people that go by. Even when I go take a piss for God knows 5 minutes, I try to hurry. There's always, so and so came by, and like last time, literally, I took 2 piss breaks, I think, in both days, like the whole convention. And Fran, what's his name, FM3, freaking comes by with a live stream by my booth talking about the art, and they were waiting on me. And as soon as I get back, it's like, oh, he stopped by with his little crew, and I was like, oh,
Fran.
cool. Yeah, like the one time, Mirabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So bring a poop bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna want a bedpan, basically.
A chamber pot.
Okay. Catheter.
A hole in your seat. Eat lots of veggies so it's soft. It doesn't make much noise.
Jesus Christ.
Gently passes.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. The 20 folks.
Chamber pots all around.
Just slap a Guardian Con sticker on the side of it. Boom. Now it's.
Yeah, it's true.
God.
Yeah, you don't want to like let someone down or miss someone that like was there to come by and see you. Like it's so humbling. Like it's just ridiculous. Like
that's gotta be hard.
Well,
so you
got to take
don't
breaks.
want to let anyone down. Like it's true. That is very true, and that's a hard lesson I learned. But you have to. You gotta like stuff those snacks and those. You have to.
Gotta get it done.
And God knows that bacon truck. Did you guys try that last time? That bacon food truck in the little courtyard.
Sounds like you've been dreaming about it since last year.
I hope. Yeah, it was delicious. I hope they have something like that in Orlando. But then again, they do have amazing restaurants from what Goff and them showed.
Well, this year it's not at the convention center. This year is at a resort, so it's going to be a different type of atmosphere. But I think it's going to actually play out a lot better overall for the experience and the fact that. What?
Oh my God.
Sorry, the chat.
The chat is ridiculous. I'm proud but I'm ashamed at the same time.
I got to catch up on the chat now. It's
They're talking about hardlining.
Great.
PVC pipe.
Go props.
Straight to a toilet.
Fucking Broman comes over. Excuse me, what is it, bro? Man, I'm
dude, I just glued that PVC pipe.
You do not want to pull that cork out, man.
Just put a rug over it.
I had a cabbage and egg breakfast burrito, and it is
a cabbage and eggs burrito. That is a combination.
Ew.
Oh wow! All right. Well,
there's
that. I don't know where to go from there. No.
There's not much you can do with it, Joe.
No. I got nothing. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Oh, no. I'm just... the chamber pot. I can't get over it.
You know what? I would not be surprised if somebody from this chat it goes down there and ends up like fashioning one and taking a picture of it and putting it on Twitter. If somebody does that, tag Pixels After Dark because I will print that out and frame it and put it on my wall as a constant reminder of how much fun that actually was listening to you all coming up with that fantastic idea. No. I'm lost after this. Well, awesome. It really sounds like both your booths are going to be absolutely amazing this year.
Popping balloons and bubblegum babies.
Now, how far in advance did I know? Namen, Namen. I keep thinking chamber pot. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm not focusing. You guys, Cobb broke me.
Oh, Joe.
I know. No. No. I know. Your work you did a year in advance, or so all the oil and everything. Do you? How far in advance did you order your prints for Guardian Con this year?
Yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I don't like
That's
to be
how you do
last
it.
minute.
Yeah,
That sucks to get it
yesterday.
before, I think.
Now, are both of you doing raffles at your booths to go to St. Jude's?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna do a proceeds of the entire thing. All my sales will go to St. Jude's, but Con and I have the big raffle for the other thing where 100% of that's going to it.
That is awesome.
That's so great.
That's
I've
really cool.
I've seen a good amount of artists in Artist Alley are doing a little something at each booth, and the proceeds. It's so great seeing even all the artists who are there to, enjoy the experience, be with fellow community members, be able to meet and greet people at the convention that finally put a face with the name, if you know what I mean, and sell pieces, make some money. But everybody seems to be a good amount of people this year seem to be generating like exclusive items to raffle off to help support St. Jude's too. So it's so great seeing the art community come together and
It's all about the
do
kids.
something great too. You're absolutely right. It
Hashtag
is.
for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Because they're there. Like kids are walking around like sick kids. One year they had them on stage, and it just broke my heart. Like just hearing them talk, and so it's honestly the best thing I've ever done as a human being. I can flat out say that 100%. Like giving, to that, and even what I've given is just a drop in the bucket. Even the 3 million or 3.4 or whatever Guardian Con's at cumulatively, it's just a drop in the bucket. Anything helps those little guys. I couldn't imagine if my 8-year-old daughter, had something, and gosh, just tears me up. Think about.
I think that's something so great about it is it literally $1 can go towards something for them. You know what I mean? So anything that you guys do is just adding to it and adding to it. So
Yeah.
like the large, huge donations, don't get me wrong, they're great. But I think just in general, how many people donate whatever they can is awesome.
Whatever. That's what we're there for, Every one of us will have a sticker on that says "I love St. Jude." Like every year, I went and found where I can get one and put it on.
Yeah.
We all do. That's what it's all about.
No, that's really cool.
Love it. Such a great convention because you're absolutely right. It's all about the kids, and St. Jude's is one of the best, if not the best, charity to donate to. I mean, you see, they're so transparent, and you see where everything goes. And if anybody's ever watched the films or any of the short videos, or even looked into it just a little bit, you see how it impacts these families like 100% in a positive way. I mean, they take everything. They'll bring the entire family there and make sure the entire family's there to help support the little one. And while they go through treatment, they have on-site housing. It's amazing. Yeah. No, that is so great. Well, if you don't mind, Cobb, we will give Nominee some of the spotlight right here and dive into some of the guts and nitty gritty of all of the awesome stuff that I know
It's amazing
Tyler's like ready
what
to
she
ask
does.
any second.
Her process is fascinating too to watch.
Yeah. I think like one of my biggest things is since you're a traditional artist, because I love oil painting and I rarely show it, but that's one of my favorite mediums. But I know for me, it takes a long time to start a painting. How do you go about brainstorming for paintings? Do you just dive right into it? Does an idea pop in your head and you just jump into it, or do you like to kind of plan it out and think about your canvas size, etc.?
Well, I know usually, like, like for the Eris Morn painting, um, I was just like, she's my favorite, and she doesn't get any love. No one like messes with her like that. So I was just like, well, how can I paint her in a way where she's not scary?
Hmm.
She's not like damaged, but she's like a beautiful person that just had to do what she had to do.
Right.
So I really wanted to capture the moment when she like took the three eyes and like the like emotion on her face, knowing that like her light will never return to her. So just that was kind of my process, like my thought process. And then going about painting her, I just like scour the internet for nice like model like what is the word I'm looking for? For references. Yeah, reference material. Yeah. I just like I have a ton of them that I look up all the time. And then when I find ones that I like, sorry, then I just save them and yeah. So I'm always looking for different like faces and like stuff that I can reference to.
Gotcha. Did you use any of like the actual actress who voices Eris Morn? Did you use any of her for reference? 'Cause-
Morla, do you think she looks
yeah.
like her?
Well,
I did a little.
yeah, it's just like she's very pretty in your
Hmm.
painting, which is I don't feel like a lot of people kind of kick that towards Eris Morn. You know what I mean? So it was cool to see.
Yeah, I mean she was a regular guy before she did what she had to do, you know?
Yeah.
Um and like I said, like that second that she did it, that's when, she started to change. So I wanted to get, because she was probably a really beautiful guardian before it,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
my
I
heart.
agree. So does that same kind of process go into all your paint? Like, what about like your landscapes and stuff? Do you kind of put that
Well,
same kind of process?
with the space guys, the space boys, I kind of really just go for it. Like I mean, I kind of initially go in with like a shape and like kind of idea of how I want it to look, but it's just I just do it and I just let it go where it's gonna go,
That's
I'm
cool.
curious.
So your emotion kind of helps guide the
Hmm.
painting as well.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like I find that, depending on the mood, if it looks like a little bit more rigid or soft or something.
Right.
I'm
But that's
curious
how
about
abstract art is, I feel like.
Yeah.
stuff that you use. Is it just exclusively oil, or do you use other things?
Oof.
You just smack them in there.
So for for the Eris, that was all exclusively oils. And I'm like very picky when it comes to oil paint. I only use Gamblin because they're like ethically milled, and the solvents that they use are not bad for you and the environment. So that's like the only thing. Um, but when it comes to like, I definitely do a lot of watercolors. I use a lot of other mediums as well. I don't do a lot of just drawing. I'm I'm like really shaky, and for some reason, drawing isn't it for me. But painting, I have a lot of brush control. So I tend to stick more with brush work. But yeah, watercolors, inks, stuff like that.
Hey, you had the one with like the gold foil in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm scared to use gold foil. I feel like I would just get it everywhere and then my wife would come and yell at me.
The first time I used it, it was really bad. Was not doing it right. My bedroom, like I'll still find like gold leaves, like little gold speckles in my carpet because it's just like it just got everywhere. Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do use some markers sometimes too. Like I'll do sketching before I paint. But I don't finish work in marker or anything like that usually. I'm a big fan of the Tombos for sketching.
Tombos?
So you sketch
Yeah.
with the marker, huh?
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
I never thought about using marker for oil painting. I always just do pencil on the canvas.
Mm. Well, the Tombos are water soluble, so like, you know, I won't see if I use the color that I know I'm going to use as her like undertone for her face, then you're not going to get it dirtied up by like graphite.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's true.
The odd muddy grayness.
Mhm. Yeah. So if you use a color in the same family or anything like that, then yeah, then the marker it just mixes in with the paint.
I need to bother you about that. Probably from this Inktober season.
Yes.
That's crazy to think about. Like Inktober's not that far away.
No, it's
know.
not.
I skipped it last year, and I feel bad.
Oh, I do it for like 4 days, and then I definitely
Big
fall
cough
off every year.
So I had to do it.
Still exciting.
Yeah, I feel like people expect it from Kob at this point.
I
What do
was
you mean
like
you didn't do
combining
it?
days, like 3 words, like I'll make it in one image.
Ooh, I got a great idea for this year, Tyler, for you. I know you love doing like wildlife and, well, you do some amazing underwater artwork. What if for Inktober you do like a clownfish, but with the red balloon and everything, kind of like modeled after it?
Like it?
That's so good.
That
That's
would-
perfect.
I bet
That
you
would be pretty funny.
Yes, please do it. And
I'm
then
down.
Sell it.
I finally have time to draw again, so
Yay.
yeah, we'll
Yes.
get that
Yay.
going.
Yes. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I read on Twitter.
Yeah.
Wait, what
I'm
happened?
ALS certified.
Yeah.
Congrats, bud. That's a huge
Oh,
accomplishment.
love that.
Yeah. Go and talk to Guardian Con. Maybe I can go work next year. That'd be fun.
That's so
Pretty
cool.
cool. Pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
I'll just throw water at you guys.
Yeah.
Not in
I
a
mean,
bottle
it'd be
either, just out of a
pretty
bucket.
hot, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
don't bucket.
mad.
Dude, I'll tell you, I've been to Miami probably a dozen times, and even then, I cannot prepare myself for when those doors of the airport open and you walk outside.
Heat
Wet.
takes your
It-
breath
wet,
away.
wet.
Almost every single time the doors will open, I'll step out and go immediately back inside and
It's
call the
breathing
Uber
Jell-O.
to come get me.
Oh.
Oh.
It is. It's
Sounds
so
terrible.
you could just feel it
Swamp
in
ass
the
capital.
air. It's
It's
like,
like the
ugh,
weather of my
the swamp ass capital.
I miss it.
It says that on the license plates. I'm not making that up.
It's so, I mean, it's really bad because like I'm a smoker, and like the second that I get off of there, I'm like,
Yeah.
and I don't smoke for the entire duration that I'm there because I will have an anxiety attack from like asthma. Like, no.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, awesome.
App says Prop says, welcome to my life.
Well, do you have any tips or suggestions? Some of the like techniques that you use, or some suggestions you could maybe share with inspiring artists that might be listening, that might be dabbling in some more traditional hands-on artwork.
Well, I definitely just whenever I'm super interested in trying something new, I just really will go for it. Like I'm constantly mixing stuff together, like just trying different products together. I do a lot of online research. I use like YouTube, like different forums, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, just like don't be afraid to go for it.
Nice. Now you use all sorts of different tools too, don't you?
Yeah.
Like some
Yeah,
unconventional things. Like, can you give? I know you said it a little bit earlier, but what was that sticks out in your mind that was like the oddest tool that you've used or incorporated working on an art piece?
Okay, so this is a fun one. So I just got done doing for a charity that I have worked closely with since I was very little, here in town, and they bought a building recently, so they wanted to install some stuff permanently into the building, but they wanted something that was 8 feet by 6 feet, which is so massive, and they don't make anything that large really. So I had to build it myself. So what I did is I took particle board. I cut it to the size that I needed, but because of how factories cut wood, the biggest size I could get was 4 feet by 8 feet. So I had to put two slabs together. So what I did is I used car body filler to seal the edge between the two boards.
Yeah.
To permanently hold it together, and then I just took a spackling knife and just sealed it together, because that's not going to fall apart.
No.
It's together forever.
So Bondo will work on
Yeah,
wood.
it was Bondo.
It's gonna give a second life to an old vehicle of mine. I'm telling you.
That Bondo.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
I used a cheese grater once to put texture to a painting.
Nice.
That's
Sounds
the only
pretty
that's
great.
the weird things I can think.
I bet that gave some real good texture too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was when I was still doing acrylic painting, and I was using gel mediums and stuff like that. So I just it was a zester. That's what it was, and I was just
You're zest. That's epic. Awesome.
Thank you.
Do you use a heat gun sometimes? Because I feel like some of the cool bubbly, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like marble, but bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
with
do
the
use
heat
a
gun?
heat gun. Yeah, yeah. I use a heat gun to melt paint sometimes. Also because I do things in layers, so with the heat it makes the air raise. So there's no bubbles in it, so it reduces the chances of cracking, stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. How do you
Very
not set your canvas on fire?
I've definitely burned stuff before, and
Okay.
it gets smoky.
Because that's
yeah.
that's what I was
That's
trying to
hot.
figure
That's
out. I feel like I just burn a hole in the paint.
Oh man, it's and if you hit it for too long, then it starts to create a film over it, and then it just burns. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Oh,
So did you look up tutorials on how to use it, or you just
I'm
gonna try this?
I'm super impulsive when it comes to that stuff, so if it works, I'll buy it and then I just try it, and then if it doesn't, then I'm well,
Buy it and try it.
I guess if someone wants this, they can have it. But I have my entire garage is my art studio, and I have it filled with just shit everywhere that I buy. It's unreal. I don't need this much stuff, you guys. I don't need this much stuff. But yeah, it's fun. That's the whole point of it, is trying stuff.
No, that's cool.
I would love to see a picture of your garage.
Oof. Okay, it's really messy, but I'll send.
Yeah. Now we got to share it so people know what we're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like Bird's room.
And chickens.
Oh my god.
Well, Ruby,
Yes. Okay.
we're to your favorite part.
Is it my favorite part?
No, it's my favorite part.
Fine. Okay, so I'm approaching two different people. Okay. How do you guys manage your project? Your time management for your projects. How do you make room for it in your lives and just keep a balance?
I don't have a personal life. I absolutely
Oh.
She just flat out went for it. She's like, I don't do anything.
I I don't want this to be like it's not discouraging at all. But if you want this to work, you have to do it. You know what I mean? Like that's your time. Any of my extra time goes towards that. 100%.
I can understand that. Yeah.
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 Really, for anything you want to make happen, you have to force that room in your schedule somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like tonight, I wanted to spend time with my best friend, so I'm at her house doing this podcast.
Aw.
And then after this, we're gonna watch Cowboy Bebop.
Nice.
And then, you know, so yeah, that's really for me. I mean, but I also work 2 full-time jobs. And
Two?
so yeah, not full-time, but Blick is full-time, and then I have a sign job. But yeah, so with that and this, like the art is all my extra time.
Great. What about you, Cobb? How do you manage your time?
What is manage?
Gracefully stumble your time.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, rinse and repeat every day. I work, get home, work on any commissions, art, cards, and if there's any time left in the evening, I'm not too tired. I'll game pretty late. And then rinse every day, and then try to be a dad on the weekends. And yeah, it's. I don't know how to do it. To answer your question, I don't know.
Oh,
Just make it
We're
happen.
doing our best.
Freestyle it. Freestyle it.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Oh, that's cool.
Alexa helps with a lot of that.
I'm gonna show him. Hey, do you guys want to see the guy? Okay, yeah. Oh, hey.
Say her name
The
and
light.
she regurgitates, the Constitution.
Sorry.
I would grab Kaiser, but he's out, and I ain't messing with him if he's sleeping.
The light change. Okay, is this good?
Ooh.
Is it focused?
Yeah.
Now there is light.
It's very ambiotic.
I'm sad.
Thank you.
Video's not working on my end, but maybe I'll see it on Twitch.
It's got multiple sources.
Yes.
On how many different sources are you watching this right now, Ruby?
I mean, I do have one open on PC, then I'm watching the.
And you're like looking in 12
Same.
different directions.
And on tab.
Yes, I told you because I can type silently on tablet,
Yeah.
but I can keep track on PC, and I'm seeing you guys live as you're talking live on Discord, so it's insane.
I have it open on 4 different things right now, actually.
Ooh, get those views up.
Unfortunately, only one is doing anything
It's
for
us
views.
live with all of our extra stuff open.
Yep.
Yep. This is high quality, content right here. No. How many different things are you watching this on? Actually, that's a fun fact, and that actually brings us into the next part, which is I love it when Ruby delivers this. Ruby's really good at delivering the fun facts.
No, I'm not. I'm still
Give it
trying to
to
figure out a
us.
good way to word it. I feel like I always have to explain it so that people understand the context of where the idea came from. Yeah, so, back at one of my old jobs, big studio with lots of artists, and every now and then, not every now and then, pretty often, we look up random crap that we have to research for art projects, right? And I suppose it's the equivalent of ending up on the weird part of YouTube where you just start learning these strange things, and it just happens naturally. So we end up learning a bunch of random. So every episode we ask our guests if they've stumbled upon random facts like that, and if they could share one.
So, do you have any random fun facts?
Anything really. It doesn't even have to be art related. I think that confuses a lot of guests.
Oh, so you just want a random fact about me?
Yeah, just not even. It could be about you. That sounds fun.
It's
but
like,
anything.
so let's say, for example, like when you were doing your Eris Morn references, and let's say you clicked on something and then that led you to something else, and eventually you were totally off of what you were even trying to research in the first
Yeah,
place.
like maybe you stumbled into Destiny porn or something and found something right.
Well, I often fall.
All right, Ruby.
Listen,
Well,
I often
saying.
fall
It's not
down
my own.
the Instagram discovery K-hole like all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just like scrolling on Instagram on the Discover page. I'm like, I just go and go and go. And I stumbled upon something recently where someone, you know, I mean, it's not that out of this world or whatever, but this girl just like was naked and then she put paint all over her body and just was like rolling around on this giant canvas.
It sold
And-
it for millions.
That sounds like a Friday night.
Yeah, it looked like her spine was like, I don't even know. She was just very like, I can't even mimic the like directions her body was moving in. It was in.
I'm just
Like kind of
picturing
fish
someone
just
like,
flopping
yeah,
around.
the fish flop.
I was like, I can explain, okay? It's not art porn, okay?
Oh. Somehow
You're using-
managed to make a perfect like emoji smiley happy face in the corner. How did you do that?
Using yourself as the medium.
Mr. Monkus.
Yeah, what up?
Monkus.
I feel like Monkus has probably tried that once or twice.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet.
What about you, Kob? Any fun facts that you've stumbled across while
I'm just full of
exploring the
fun
realms of the internet?
No, I can't really think of anything.
Give us a fact about you.
A fun fact about me.
Yeah.
I produced a song for a Grammy Award-winning artist.
Ooh.
What?
What?
I knew this.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
Well, around
Settle in.
2007 or 2009, I was producing for a group called the F and Somebodies out of Tucson, and they were doing a tour, and Albuquerque was one of their stops. So of course, when they come here, I got to meet the other people on the tour, and there was two folks from LA, and one of them was Syra, Sirah. Really cool chick, little Punky Brewster kind of funky girl, New York accent. Well, I told her because I liked how she flowed. I said we should do a track, so we ended up doing a song. Came out really good. It's called "Smile." You can find it online.
Oh. I'm
But,
gonna hear it after this.
And she. So fast forward a few years, and I stumbled upon dubstep, and I really loved it. And I found this dude named Skrillex, and I found out he was like from LA, and I knew Syra was in LA. So I called her and was telling her about this really cool guy, and she's like, "Oh, Sonny, yeah, BFFs." So evidently she knew him. Cool. Well, fast forward, a year or two more, whatever. He gets a Grammy for Bangarang, and she's on that song with him. So she got a Grammy for that, and we
Love
had done a
that.
song like before. So now I can legit tell people I've produced artists.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's funny how like.
but she's like best friends with Demi Lovato. Is that how you say it? I'm
Yeah.
not familiar, but yeah, like all over Instagram, she's got millions of followers. I'm like, go girl, you go girl. That's pretty
Right
cool.
on. Thanks for
remember.
sharing that story.
Remember last
Yeah,
year
that
you
song
sent
is,
me
called
some.
Smile. Syra, Smile.
I'm kind of
Yeah, I'll have
curious
to
now.
ask
Do
you
you
that later.
have like training in that, or are you just all self-taught?
I started producing hip hop in like 98, 1998. So doing it for a while. It used to be something I did a lot of until 2014 when Destiny came around and like commissions exploded, and then like I finally had to divide my creativity and be like, I got to do one or the other, and I still dabbled here and there with music because it's definitely part of my life. But there was about a 3-year hiatus where I didn't do anything, and I recently bought some new equipment, so I've made a couple new tracks. I'm trying to refamiliarize myself, but
Very
yeah,
cool.
I've got some tunes out there. I just found out I'm on Alexa or Amazon Music. Evidently, for a
Ah.
joke, I said like play my song or whatever, and some of my friends, and it's on there, so it's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Fun
I always
fact.
enjoy going into yours and con stream because of the music. It's always like it's always very fitting to whatever you guys are working on. I don't know what it is, but it's
Nominate. She does that same like chill hop beats too, but she found one. What was that one? That Zelda.
Zelda, yeah.
Lo-fi hip like chill hop playlist. It's super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That one
Lace.
was really good. And then there was like a Nintendo. That's what I've been kind of playing. But also the other day I played just 80s hits all night.
That was a fun one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That sounds like a good time.
can never get old of the 80s.
Nope. 80s are my favorite.
That kind of
I can't wait for
brings me
Guardian
into
Con.
one of our sections. So, what kind of music do you guys like to listen to when you're doing personal art? Is it the same kind of stuff that you play on streams, or?
Well,
Not for
I
me.
purposely like the chill hop because there's nothing licensed or really anything. Sometimes it'll snag something, but with Twitch, when it saves your videos, if you have known music copyrighted, it'll blank your audio.
Right.
So that's kind of why I stick to like chill hop. Every now and again, I'll put a certain artist, but if I'm by myself, I'll tell what's her name. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I think I'm talking to her again. I'll tell her to put on certain artists or mix things up. But I have drawn to the same music, chill hop here and there, but not every time. But I'll mix it up from
Primarily
metal
like
to
hip hop
rap.
or
Hip hop, alternative metal, everything. No offense, but country, because I grew up North Carolina, so I was kind of like force fed it, and I'm super familiar with it. I respect it.
Aw.
It's way more poppy these days, it's a little different, but that's not the music I reach for. Like when I'm like, oh, I should play something.
right.
So, yeah, but yeah, mix it up.
I play a lot of alternative. I'm like all the time listening to 90s alternative music. That's kind of what I listen to most of the time. Early 2000s.
Yeah. I feel
Like I love Interpol.
Mm.
Like 9 Inch Nails, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thrice. I don't know if you know who Thrice is, but
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about that the other day. We were saying 90s was kind of like the golden age of all that.
Everything.
I feel like.
Alternative music.
Alternative.
Yeah.
I also love Gwen Stefani. Like, hello, No Doubt. Oh, I love them.
Doubt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thrice is pretty good. Thrice is nice.
Thrice is nice.
Gorgeous again.
Gorgeousful. I used to say it.
Gorgeousful.
Sounds weird. Gorgeousful. Beautimus, I guess. Beautimus, gorgeousful.
Beautimus. I love that.
Aww.
Well, I don't know if y'all are ready. What was that?
I was just gonna ask, do you think they could do the 30-second challenge?
I think they might be ready.
Right. I'll get a stopwatch out.
Okay, please
But
don't
I've
make
already
me
done one.
draw
I've already done
anything
No, you get to do it again.
related. I don't remember. I have like the worst time at the top of the hell.
We usually like letting chat come up with the ideas.
Okay,
'cause
cool.
They like to come up with some funky stuff.
Like hamster ninjas and
And
stuff.
Hamburger boys.
And
Hamburger
boys.
Yeah, burger
It's hard to get super
boy.
specific though in 30 seconds.
It is.
Maybe.
But that's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
All right, well, everybody and anybody in chat, if you have any suggestions for our 30-second challenge, if you're new to the stream and tuning in live, we do a fun little 30-second art challenge every episode, and we usually ask chat to come up with an idea for the subject, like a Chuck Norris pineapple. Thank you, Miss Monkus.
Okay.
That might be a little too specific.
I thought you were throwing that out there. I didn't know Lacey did that.
Yeah.
No, Lacey just came in hot with that.
Yeah, she
was
did.
just like
She
was
didn't
like
skip a beat.
she was like, I've had this one saved.
She said, "Let me pull it out of the bank."
Waffle bats.
Waffle
She
bat.
just
Waffle bats. That's an interesting one.
Syrup.
Birds with human arms.
Birds with human arms are pretty freaking funny. Were you guys in the DCA chat when that just like exploded for 2 days? It was nothing
No.
but images.
That was
of,
so ridiculous.
it was ridiculous. Laz had some of the funniest ones. I don't know where him and Meki were just going back and forth.
Meki, oh my god. The ones that he was doing were so funny.
Yeah, it's just like he's like the meme king.
He really is. He's always got a GIF on deck too for like everything.
I swear he saves them in his phone or something. He's just like he stumbled across them. He's like,
I got
I'm gonna
one
save
for
that for 2023.
The point is, he has it. Even if he has to pull it from his Google Drive, it's there and it's ready to go. All right, so suggestions we have so far are Chuck Norris pineapples, waffle bats, and birds with human arms.
Or Rez dropped in humans with bird arm.
Oh, all right.
little
All right.
twist.
I didn't
You
see
know, what
that.
if we did a little yin yang action? Like she did one, I did the other. Whatever
I
subject
want
you
to do
picked.
it. I want to do birds with human arms.
Okay.
All right, she's claimed it.
Cobb, do you want to
rock,
do the
paper,
opposite?
scissors?
I think he was hoping for that one.
Oh, his audio is off.
No, it's not.
Oh, just
What?
kidding. Oh, whoop! I was wrong. I was watching from.
Hello.
There was
So-
a delay.
Oh, come on now.
All right, so we'll do a little yin yang action right here that Cobb suggested.
So I'm doing bird.
You're
What
doing
humans
birds
with
with
bird arms?
human
a wing,
arms.
Rez. Okay, it's called a wing. This thing is bird arms.
Bird arm.
And Nominee is doing humans with bird arms, correct?
60 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
4 baseball caps on stream. So.
Do we want to give him 60 seconds?
Baseball caps.
Well, we have two guests on, so
I mean, we'll be gone. In
Yeah,
60
well, let's double the time.
all right. So you got
Double the
60
guest, double the
seconds. I think you just kind of lucked out here. Man, what are we gonna do on the next episode?
So is the human clothed? I mean,
That's
Whatever you
up
want.
to you.
is
in
this a
60
family
seconds?
stream?
Listen, I want Leonardo's Da Vinci with.
All right, Ruby, you're in charge.
Okay. I'll give you guys 3-second countdown. You start, then I'll tell you when you're halfway there, and then I'll let you know when you've got 10 seconds. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Resolute's like get NSFW on this.
It's such a riot.
Might be kind of weird with the birds with human arms.
Oh, this is not great, but it's funny.
Now, ever since Miss Monkus
30
suggested it,
seconds.
now I'm just trying to imagine a pineapple Chuck Norris. And I'm
You
thinking
know-
that'd be pretty epic.
We might have to save that one. Or like we'll
put
get
a-
Mr. Monkus back on here. And have,
10
and have
seconds,
the
9,
whole stream will just be
8,
pineapple Chuck
7.
Norris.
6, 5,
With a hat.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
That was amazing.
All right.
Oh shit.
Mine's so bad, but it's I love it.
She's like, it's terrible, but I'm keeping it.
I am. I'm keeping it forever.
I think mine's disturbing.
His name will be Phil.
And per Lacey's buzzer beater at the end, I made him Chuck Norris. So not only, well, tempted.
All right.
Do
What
we
do
show?
we got?
Alright.
Yep.
First,
Yep.
ladies first, ladies first.
You go first.
You go first. If
Okay.
you want me to go first, I'll go first. But ladies
Okay.
Nice.
And so
Flipping
unfortunately,
the
that's what
bird,
this was.
right?
I got it. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was good.
I like it.
Can we make it an emo?
Oh my god, this
That
would
would be.
emote. You guys, this is gonna be my first
Yes.
channel.
Yeah.
Let's
Alrighty.
go.
All right.
Yeah, let's
It's
see.
gorgeous and I love it, and
That's
cannot
funny.
be
And
edited
here we
out.
go.
That's the manliest
Great.
No.
Good.
human with bird
That
arms.
is so amazing.
That was
Please, can we get prints for the calendar?
now.
Just put that on a shirt.
Blaine Lacey.
You
You're
gotta
so
take.
incredible.
You gotta take a picture of that and send it to me or text it to me so I can put it in our Google Drive.
That was so amazing. Wow.
All right, guys.
That is
Exclusive
epic.
prints only at Guardian Con.
Exclusive. He's naked
Now-
too, but I did you the
Yeah.
service of doing the leg in front
I'm a little impressed with the definition of the thigh. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mhm.
and the chest hair. He's got chest hair. I mean,
And a 6-pack.
Oh,
Man.
Is this a tie? No, he definitely beat me, American.
no.
I don't know.
I
They're
was
both
trying to
pretty
draw
damn
veins.
funny.
Pretty sure that kicks Chuck's ass.
I
That
was
is
trying
pretty
to draw
sweet.
veins and muscles, but I ran out of time.
I see the bump for the arm. It's just
I didn't even
Oh
see that.
my gosh.
Anatomy on point.
now we
Yes,
do
birds.
request that everybody take a picture of it or screenshot and send it to us because we do save all of
I
them.
did that on the other one. I need to do.
Okay.
No, yeah, we still need yours
still
from
have
last
it.
one. I
Still
think we
have
still
it.
have to track down a couple others too, but we request everybody send them to us because at the end of the year, we're gonna put together a calendar, and it'll all go to a charity and a good cause. But it'll mostly be just a lot of fun
Aw.
and something to look forward to every month of 2020. So it'll be a lot of fun. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
Spikel says I lose a point for not drawing a dingle for the dangle.
I wouldn't have been mad if it were
I mean, it's Chuck Norris, so if I did, I would probably need more
Ooh.
paper. So.
I just checked if I had BO on camera.
The what? Camera?
I
I
just
missed
checked
it.
if I had BO on camera.
What's the one?
Oh, the superstar.
The superstar.
Oh, smell good.
That is awesome.
Everyone do a check.
This
Everyone do a
episode
check.
brought to you by Axe Body
I
Spray.
showered an hour ago, so I'm
I'm
good.
fine.
This
Okay,
armpit
if you
sniff
were
brought to you by
wondering-
Axe Body Spray.
I'm fine.
If you were wondering,
She's fresh, just in case you were wondering.
Fresh.
The power of gain. No, my Febreze in the house is gain
Turn into a
Febreze.
dab.
No,
Wish I had a dab. Online.
thank you both so
what?
much for doing that 30-second challenge. 60-second
Yeah.
challenge. That was so much fun.
Well,
I was
technically,
kinda
it's a 30-second challenge for each of us, and we add it together. It makes it 60. But I mean, we each got a minute. So I don't know.
I always want to increase it to a minute because I feel like we got a lot more gold out of it.
I think a minute on it from an artist perspective. I think 30 seconds you can get stuff, but I think a minute you can get like the little extras and the funnies and like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I agree. All right, maybe.
60-second challenge.
Yeah, I'm for that.
All right. Well, feel bad for all the guys that got gypped, but
You heard it here first. Yeah, just have like separate video calls for each artist and like, okay, 30 more seconds. You got the right.
Yeah.
Go.
Add more.
redo.
And I'm like, add to it.
You know what?
That's what Lurch needed.
I keep thinking back. There's only one person that I think could not add anything else to it is Clint Felker when he was on, because he literally, when he was done with the 30-second challenge, he like finished it into a full finished piece.
Oh yeah, dude, he is amazing. I've been over to his house like over the years, and this guy has like walls covered in monitors. Each thing has a different graphic and this and that, and he's got like the Wakems in front of him, and like it's
feel like
insane,
he's like the
dude. I just
Batman
sit
of
there drooling.
Yeah.
Serious, I just sit there drooling, like watching him work. Like the screen, the subject's doing this all the time. Like just you can't even keep up. It's zooming in and out. And he's changing the color, and he's just years and years. He's amazing. He, you know, I tried to get him into the Destiny community because I wanted all these wonderful artists that I knew to like know him as well, and I'm glad a lot do now. Like
he's amazing. I follow him on Twitter for sure.
Clint's one of the nicest guys in the world too.
Oh, dude, yeah. He fine paints though. That's kind of his background. Like he can paint like it'll look like a photograph, like
Mm-hmm.
paints. But that translated really well to him for digital. He's well, I don't know if I can share it though, or anything, but he's working for a really cool company right now on the side projects.
I'm sure we'll have him on again if
I
he's
think he might.
able to talk about
Yeah.
it. About it.
Yeah, he might have talked about it. I don't know.
Might do more duo streams. Maybe we'll have Clint and Lurch on at the same time.
Ooh.
You know, it'd be really cool with the
See, we're
60-second
trendsetters.
challenge.
Trendsetters.
If we did like a battle, you know what I mean? People
battle.
voted,
Next
and then
time.
like each person progresses until a final. I don't know.
That
why, I
might
just
be
feel
pretty
that'd be
interesting.
really fun.
That'd be so fun.
I'd want in on it though. I don't want to host that day.
See?
Like we have like a bracket of all of us, like DCA bracket.
Yeah, and just have people vote on it throughout the week.
Ooh, I love that. Like like a Twitter poll or something.
Yeah.
That's a
You know, it's
solid
just like I
idea.
have,
Oh
like,
man,
a
it's
shoulder
ruined.
pad.
Ooh.
It does.
I have a
That's
Titan
what
shoulder
happens when
pad.
creative minds
I was
get
thinking
together.
80s, but
It's a robot arm.
so much
Sorry.
definition.
Yeah,
like
super
shoulder.
distracted by these eggplant arms in chat.
Ew.
You're distracted by the eggplant arms. I'm distracted by Kob
Oh,
positioning
oh my God.
himself in front of the mic going, look at my muscles.
Oh, that's great. The eggplant. Oh my God.
The
Jeez.
eggplant
You know,
arms.
chat, you never cease to
I'm a fan.
amaze.
I
Yeah.
love mounts.
Well,
They are. They're the bestest and the westest. They allow you to do your really annoying dog as an
What is happening?
I think we're all just watching chat now with all the
Yeah.
eggplant muscles going around.
We all
No,
just
Miss Monka's
What is
got-
happening?
we're at more flexing and there's eggplants. Like
An eggplant with a beard, and I don't know what the other one is. There's so many great emotes. I've seen a lot tonight.
Everybody cray.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end of the show. Does anybody have any final remarks or suggestions? I know Guardian Con is coming up really soon. I think it's 17 days away. July 4th. What?
15.
no, it's 15 days till we get there. Sorry.
15.
I'm just so excited.
I heard the gas, so I'm like, what did I say?
No.
No. But yeah, it's right around the corner. It's going to be taking place down in Florida this year. If you are going or if you are interested, be sure to swing by Kob0ne's and Nominee's booths and everybody else's. Go check out Artist Alley. You're not going to regret it. And have a great time. Does anybody have any final questions or
parting wisdom for
Parting
young
wisdom.
artists?
Just like really don't give up no matter what anyone says. Like I know it's so cheesy and corny, but like literally the only person that you need to have believe in you is yourself. I'm super lucky enough that I have like my best friend, whose house I'm at right now. She's super supportive. So even if you just like have one person, that's awesome. But you need to just believe in yourself fully. Like if you love it and you're passionate about it, then that's all you need. I feel like that and a pencil.
right
Stick
on.
in the dirt. I mean, if that's
Stick in
like
the
Yeah.
make art.
Clothes hanger
Art
and a gas
heals.
burner.
Art is like a release, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I draw when I'm super pissed off sometimes. It might not be the prettiest or the nicest thing that I'm drawing, but it's just a release, you know? So
Yeah, it's
Art,
definitely
art.
it saves lives. Like I have anxiety like all the time, and it's one of the things that I always do when I'm starting to feel like that, and it always makes me feel better. Just because it's something that takes your mind off of it. It like lets you express yourself. It's it's just like I feel like it really does like save people like from themselves sometimes.
Absolutely.
special
it's very
shout
therapeutic.
out to all the beautiful artists in chat. all the wonderful people.
So many
Kob Mob,
tonight.
all the
Yeah.
great, amazing people we can't wait to see
Mhm.
in 15 days.
Yes.
No,
If you're
are,
going to Guardian Con, take lots of pictures.
Figurines
Absolutely.
on the banister thing. Yeah, up there. I mean, yeah. I used to have crap up there, plants and stuff, when I was pretending to be a normal person.
We're out here. We're not normal. It's like
No,
Now he's
it's
got
like
hamster
I should have
tubes.
painted like Balta glass or something. It's very crazy.
I always love
That'd be
that
kinda
room.
cool. I like the arches.
Thank you. They like
it does
you.
look like a pain to paint, but I dig it.
Yeah, I just got that tapestry. It's like way too big. It smothers that wall. I was like, I'll get some nice little poster to put there, and it's like hanging off the edge.
Instead of a poster, let's get a 4 foot by 6 foot banner tapestry.
I was like, what would show up on stream? I mean, obviously, reposition.
It definitely shows up.
It takes up half the doorway.
Like peeking over my shoulder.
Oh, don't look.
There's a hive behind you.
It's like you're gonna poke its eye out.
There's no
All right, you guys are too much. I swear. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you again, Kob and Nominee. Thank you so much for coming on and spending some time with us and sharing some stuff. It's been super fun. You guys are just a riot, and I just look forward to, and we all look forward to everything in the future. I mean, you guys will definitely have to come back on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Heck
This is
yeah.
this is my first
thanks,
podcast
guys.
I've ever been on, and I was like super scared.
Would you
But
call that a
this was so
popcast?
fun.
You
Oh,
did
yeah.
great.
That pop-
Podcast.
No.
Slick.
sorry, I ruined it.
Well, you're welcome back on anytime. We're very casual. You know us. We're all laid back, and we just want to have fun, talk about art, get to know people. So it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yes.
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah.
Well, till next time, if you want to check our live show, we do upload every episode to our YouTube channel, which is Pixels After Dark. Go and check that out. And if you want, follow us on Twitter. Nominee, you want to give a shout out to your socials and where people can find more?
Yes. So I just became a Twitch affiliate.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, it's NomineeXNobody. Same with my Twitter and my Instagram. And I'm working on my website right now, the rights to my name. So my website will be nomineexnobody.com, but that's not going to be up until after the convention. And I'm currently working on my Patreon also. So, but everything is the same handles. It's all NomineeXNobody on everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Kob, what about you? Where can people find you and all your wonderful ditties
On the Googler.
on the Googler?
Everything is Kob0neArt. KOBONEART. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter,
Drop something.
YouTube. I'm all around.
He's in the places.
I'm on the internets and the Googler.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Thank
We
you
appreciate
for coming
you.
on. Both of you. Very nice talking to you again, and excellent talking to you, Nominee.
Anytime.
Yes, come see me all the time at the store.
I
Gosh
can't
darn
do
it.
that. Tell me what days you're there and all.
Okay.
Awesome. Well,
Oh, it's all a chat. Kisses all around. Hugs and kisses in my booth.
XO.
Kisses pending.
Oh,
Uploading kisses.
Virtual hug. Loading.
no.
you guys
Sorry,
are
I
too
can't
much.
give. I can't.
You're doing good. I'm enjoying this.
This is when I start to get really weird. So when I don't have direction, So like.
Can you please spin around in your chair, please?
This. Well, I almost did it, but then I realized I have this thing right here. tethering me
I
to
don't know
my
how many times
laptop.
I've ripped a controller off the table, like you're playing games and they're plugged in to your headset.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, go get a drink."
Been there.
Yep. Yeah, good times.
All right. Well, hope everybody. Thank you again for tuning in, checking us out. We're Pixels After Dark. You can find us on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. Pixels PXLS After Dark. And we will catch you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Open this exotic Ingram.
Yeah. Oh, look at
Do I leave the